Dear students, good morning all of you. Welcome to the online class. Myself, Mr. Ashok Kumar Mahapatra, student teacher, Sanskar, the Gurukul International School. Already we have studied about the economic development, what has been done in the period 1950 to 1980 regarding industries, regarding the agricultural development of agricultural sector, whatever the spectacular achievement we have got after the colonial government. It means what achievement we got after independence. So now if we focus towards trade policy, that is also a important parameter for the country, because we need to be financially strong. Any country generally shows the high GDP when gets strong in financial position. So our country also needs to be a developed country when it will give focus towards the trade policy. It means whatever trade policy was in colonial during the period of colonial government, it means what happened? Their aim was only to take the raw materials from our country and to make the capital goods, and financially they have to sell it in our country. For that reason, we suffered a lot. It means though our country is full of natural resources, natural contaminant, but we are unable to use, and only that industries became restricted to cotton industry or say textile industry, otherwise say jute mills. And other industries we can give focus, we can give stress, because we are unable to develop in that field. So after independence, what happened? After independence, government particularly tried to establish all the industries whatever possible, and we will never depend on the importing goods, because whenever we are imported some goods, only we are suffering a lot. Our financial position is going to be weak. So after the trade policy, what happened? Now generally it reduces the imported material. It means one is tariff, another is quota. What is tariff? Tariff means the taxes what we have already paid. The taxes that we have paid on imported goods. We have to remember, whatever the taxes we have to bear, whatever the taxes we have to bear on imported goods, that was more expensive. We faced a lot of problem. So that is the taxes. It means that tariffs. The tariffs became reduced, and also quotas. Quotas means whatever the amount of materials, amount of products, whatever certain materials going to be imported, that quotas means the quantity, that is also reduced. For an example, we are also now imported the petroleum products, but certain instant we can say in India also we are getting few percentage of petroleum oils. Therefore, the quotas become reduced. So that is the main aim of the trade policy, is that we have to reduce, we have to decline the amount of quotas, so that we have to pay the tariffs, or we have to pay the taxes very less. Second thing, if we analyze about the agricultural sector, India is an agricultural sector. 73% population are depending on agriculture. So that agricultural products we are getting now, that is in a satisfactory position after the green revolution. After the green revolution, we are getting more yield or more products. So what happened? We now already established so many agricultural industries in our country. So that what happened? It reduces importing the food grains, as well as we are capable to give the employment opportunity to all category of people. It means unemployment problem is going to be solved. We can eradicate if we will follow this method. It means the green revolution will be successfully, it will cover to all parts of the country. Ultimately what will happen? Ultimately agricultural products that will we get more, and agricultural industries will also set up more, either in public sector, otherwise in maybe private sector. Whatever, we can solve the unemployment situation, unemployment problem we can eradicate from our country, because already we are able to eradicate, we are able to abolish the zamindari system from India, as well as also so many problems are already solved, been solved in the place of land, say land cultivators, whatever the problems they faced during the period of colonial government, now that problems are already solved. So already now we are in a good situation, we are in a progressive situation in the field of agriculture. So agricultural sector is in a developed position, and we are not depending on the importing of goods from other countries. Now coming to the industry, already you can say in India now we are able to set up so many public sector industries as well as so many private sector industries. Those industries need abundant quantity of capital, huge amount of capital, that may not be a suitable criteria for a private entrepreneur. Therefore, that is already going on by public sector. And also you have to remember, some sectors are there, some industrial sectors are running by the public sector. It means that is already monopoly. Monopoly means only government is indulged with that activities. Government is associated with that activity, and it is this opportunity is not given to private sector. For an example, we can say railway that is a monopoly business. Whatever the railway requirements already, that industry is already set up by public sector. Similarly, you can say defense academy, defense materials, defense goods also, that is a monopoly business, and it is going on by public sector. But the demerits of public sector is that what? Now public sector, all public sector industries are not showing the profit. We can say they are not showing profits equally. Some public sector industries are also running in loss, but it is not so easy to ban a public sector industry, because we know if a public sector industry will be stopped, then so many unemployment problem will rise. Therefore it is not possible for us. And if you give a view to private sector industry, so many entrepreneurs are there, those are capable to establish industries now in India, and various private sector industries are going on rapidly, because it enables to provide the employment opportunity not only particular to the local people, but also able to provide the employment to all category of people. But what is our lacuna what is our deficiency, so that we can say, though in India now industries are already in a good position, already government is giving more emphasis towards the establishment of industry. After all, also we can say we are not in a satisfactory position for exporting goods to foreign countries. So dear children, what precautions we have to adopt for that, so that our products that will be marketed in foreign countries, we have to take active participation in global trading policy and the scenario of trading policy of India that require a change, so that we can say we will give more emphasis towards quality as well as quantity, so that it will maintain a locality. It will produce a good scenario in foreign countries. That emphasis we should give. And also we can say we will get benefit, we will get profit by exporting the materials, and after that also we can reduce the unemployment problem, that we can reduce the unemployment problem for our country. So only one thing, first we have to remember, whatever the natural resources we have already kept, that particularly should be used, and as well as modern infrastructure, modern technique use, otherwise modern technical methods that should be adopted, and also we should give emphasis particularly towards quality. If these things will be maintained, ultimately what will happen? That can be exported and our GDP also will be rises, industrial sector will get more profit, and also eradication of unemployment problem that will be solved. So dear students, this chapter already completed. So next class I will start about the development that is after 1980 onwards. Thank you.